moaning over the almanac there.
Yeah.
The slightly shrinking sunset.
Yeah, 7:59 in Bangor tomorrow. No, I
We
mean,
don't want to hear it. It's still summer.
Yeah.
Just keep telling yourself,
Right.
it's still summer.
It
It will be
is.
for another month at least.
it is. We just ran an ad that was like, signs of summer. You're driving home and it's still light out. I was like, oh yeah, you forget that that's like.
I think that was a springtime ad.
Yeah,
they
it
might
is.
need to update that.
Shh, they're still paying us. That's all that matters. We got some thunderstorms out there right now. Nothing too severe. We thought this was kind of a marginal setup day for severe weather, and there's been 2 or 3 warnings. None of them have looked that nasty. That being said, the best looking cell in the state right now is about to slam into Bangor, and that's bowing out a little bit. So it wouldn't shock me if they decide to severe warn this just because it's going into Bangor, but we'll keep an eye on that. I bet it has some decent winds and a lot of lightning as it comes through. Meanwhile, the north side of this line looks bright. It's heavy downpour, but for a very short period of time before it moves through. We're probably talking 10 minutes maybe of heavy rain. Meanwhile, to the south, all of these showers and storms are kind of collapsing on the radar, and that's because of marine air, in addition to the fact that the front dynamics over the southern part of the state just weren't as good to begin with. So maybe a few of these showers and storms in New Hampshire make it here, but probably not. They probably die out before they get here. So good job by the models picking up where that line would be strongest. It all moves to the east, and by about sunset, about 8 o'clock, these storms are gone. They die out really quickly, and tonight is a sticky night. You know, oftentimes, as I mentioned, that humidity gets pushed away by the front, by the thunderstorms. Not the case here, though. It's technically going to be a little less humid tomorrow. I dare you to notice the difference, though. I think it'll feel very similar. Mid and upper 80s away from the coastline, 80 to 82, 83 along the coast. And then some fog comes in tomorrow night. Thursday morning, we start with some fog along the coastline, which is going to be a bit of an obstacle for the heat. But once we burn that off, we start baking, and I think especially inland will be into the mid-90s. Now, this model is kind of notorious for just not picking up on these kind of extremes. So I think we'll be a lot hotter than this. I'll show you a map here in a second. Along the coast, there will be some onshore flow issues, so it won't be quite as hot. A couple of scattered thunderstorms. Mostly, though, we're just baking on Thursday. So there's the front. There's tomorrow, in between day. Thursday is the hottest day of the week. And then a front comes through Thursday night, lingers on Friday. That looked pretty showery initially, but as has been the case a lot lately, the models back off the amount of rain, and all of a sudden it's just scattered showers. And that's how Friday looks now, much less moisture than originally. That's kind of how you get into these droughts. So high temperatures on Thursday. I still got 90 in Portland. It's going to be close, though. Wind direction right on the line. As you get up towards Wiscasset and then Rockland and Bar Harbor, much cooler. Inland, though, where you don't have any kind of onshore flow issue, mid-90s pretty easily. Upper 90s in a place like Freiburg, Sanford, and into Concord, New Hampshire as well. Boston making another run at 100. So scattered, maybe isolated showers and storms on Friday. Again, looking drier. The weekend looks fine. I'm very close to taking that shower out on Saturday because it looks very scattered now. And then hot on Sunday with thunderstorms in the late afternoon, more so evening. So I think the vast majority of the weekend is good. We get one more hot day on Monday. That got pushed back a little bit as the front's going to linger. Then some actual relief. We could be 70s, maybe even 60s next Tuesday, which will be popular, I think.
For many people, sure. Maybe not for the tourists so much.
Right.
But
Not for
Yeah.
me either.
No, I agree. But the build up to the heat will make the relief feel nice. And I don't think it'll last long.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Keith.